Who are we? What is evil? What is it? What does it do? Why does it seem so easy? Why does it feel good sometimes? Who are we? Why am I mentally ill? Me who was great at public speaking, me who had a reading level of 255 words per minute, me who didn't smoke or do drugs until I was in my 20s, me who went to church and was an altar boy, me who had my IQ tested and they said I was very high by somebody else. I didn't take a self-test. Why do I want to be both a lawyer and a stand-up comedian? Who are we? Why does it feel so awkward when somebody doesn't want to be friends with you and you feel bad and they kind of feel bad too, but they want to get away from you because they feel bad and they don't know how to explain. Why is it that they don't know how to explain why they don't want to be friends with you? Why is it that they don't know how to explain it? They say it's for this reason and that reason and this reason and that reason, but that's just to satisfy themselves. They don't even really know either. It was just some reaction that they had as soon as they saw you or heard you speak or something. It was like a knee-jerk thing, and then they decided on it. Or they can't help it. Why can't they help it? What is that all about? What is friendship all about? What is Facebook teaching us? What is it teaching us? Why do we sometimes want to be alone more than anything else? And why do we sometimes want to be around people more than anything else? Why are we solitary creatures, but we're social animals? Why is no man an island, but the Buddha says make a refuge of yourself? What's going on? It's peace. It's peace. How do we turn swords into plowshares? Maybe we use up all the bullets, and then they just do work as plowshares. Buddhism says we have to change our relationship to the world. That there's nothing wrong with the world. It basically says there's nothing wrong with the world. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with God. There's nothing wrong with or maybe they don't say God, but they say maybe the way that the universe works. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect the way it is. So why do we end up feeling like instead of having it be perfect, it feels like it's a torture? Why does it feel like instead of being perfect, it's an enigma? Not wrapped inside a puzzle, but it's like an enigma wrapped inside of a tragic comedy, wrapped inside of a emergency life management situation, wrapped inside of a job interview, wrapped inside of a, nervous breakdown. Well, what is it? Why does it feel that way? I'm asking you kind of rhetorically, because I kind of think that, like, we already know. But, is that enough? Is it enough that we already know? And isn't it time we started sharing things with ourselves that we don't share with ourselves? Isn't it time that you took the little voice in your head that you used to speak in your mind, and that you those things that you don't say to other people, those times that you censor yourself in your thinking, isn't it time that we started saying those things? Because half of it we don't really mean anyway. It's exaggerated, or it's delusional, or delusional is just a word, but I could say it's trumped up. It's so trumped up that it's not even what it originally was anymore. It's something else now. Thanks, Trump. And the guy who said that life is what you do when you're waiting to die. And, I mean, what is it? What is it? What are we doing here? Why does Carl Reiner feel like there aren't any great comedians left? Why is every generation that's younger, I don't know if they're different from their parents, because we seem to say that, I become more and more like my father as I get older, but maybe we're not different, but why is it that we abandon the ways that the old generation does things? Why are we dissatisfied with it and they're not? Why are they going, oh, those irresponsible young people, oh, those teenagers, oh, those, people still in the war of life, the war of living for peace, I feel like the elderly people in the world have got to tell us what happened in the war, tell us what happened in the war, all those great heroic men, they need to tell us what really happened, what did it feel like, not so that we can, be not just for our own curiosity or something, but we need to know in a ground level, in kind of a grassroots way, instead of this biblical way. We need to know it like a ground level, in a grassroots way, without going into a global war, why war is wrong. Now that it's not just, America with TV sets anymore, but now that everybody has TV sets, we need to do something about that. Anyway, so I have a lot of questions.